Stampers, and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. Today I'm going to show you this fabulous drapery fold technique. I have seen it all over the internet, on Pinterest, and in so many different blogs, but I finally saw the instructions thanks to our fabulous team meeting, and Margot Richardson showed us how to do this. So thank you, Margot, for finally showing me how to do this so that I can create my own. So what it is this fabulous fold that goes on your card, and I love it because you can see both sides of the designer series paper. So no more deciding which side to use. I mean, I guess there's still the decision of which is the main piece and which just has those little accents. But you still get to see both of them, and I super love that, and it's just so much fun, and it just looks so cool. So let's get started on how to do this technique. The awesome thing is not only do you get to see both sides of the designer series paper, you can get 3 pieces out of a 12 by 12 because you start with a piece that measures 4 inches by 11.5. So of course you can do 4, 8, 12, and then you just trim off that little bitty sliver of a 1/2 inch that isn't used. So not only can you get 3 cards out of it, that's 3 of these cards, then I actually use both pieces, and this piece that I cut off here, I flipped and used for another card because I didn't want to waste that fabulous piece there, and it was already scored and just so fabulous, so why not make 2? So you can see that these 2 cards were both made with the same piece that I'm going to show you today, and so that means you can get 6 cards like this out of 1 sheet of 12 by 12 designer series paper. How fabulous is that? So let's just push those aside, and we are going to bring in our Stampin' Trimmer. So now I'm using a Stampin' Trimmer. You can also use your Simply Score tool, and you could use a ruler and a bone folder if you wish to. And I'm using this fabulous designer series paper. So you can see I have the 3 pieces there that you can get with the 12 by 12. So again, you will start with a piece measuring 4 inches by 11.5. And then along the 11.5, you are going to score at 3, and be sure that you're using your score blade. Let's hope I don't mess up on this video, and use the cutting blade. So remember, the lighter touch is the lighter gray. The stronger touch, which cuts through, is the darker gray. So we're just going to push that ahead. So we're going to score at 3, at 4, at 6, at 7, at 9, and at 10. So you kind of have 3 sections that are just a 1-inch fold across from each other. So let's just line that up. Our 3-inch score line is right here, and we're just going to make a little mark on this end at 1 inch. Find my 1 inch from the top, so it would be the 3-inch mark here, and make a little mark. So let me explain that one more time. So here I have my 3 inches on my left and my 10-inch score line on my right. And you're gonna mark 1 inch down from the top on that 10-inch side. So on your right-hand side. And then you're actually going to line that up, and again, you can use a ruler and scissors, or you can line it up on your cutting Stampin' Trimmer. So I have my 1-inch mark up here, and you're gonna line that up with that 3-inch score line and do a diagonal cut. So let's find that 3-inch. Of course, black probably wasn't the best paper to use for this. And now you're just going to cut diagonally there. So now you have these 2 pieces. So this piece is like almost a perfect triangle there, and then this piece is a little weird. It's got a flat edge and a flat line there, and then another flat end. So, but these are both of your pieces that you're going to use, and then you're just going to fold those so you're done with your cutting tool, and now you're just going to fold. Oh, I totally should have done it on the polka dot side. I feel like you can see those score lines so much better. And of course you can go with whichever way you want. You could do this or you could flip it this way and do it that way. So you just want to make sure that you're folding it up, down, you know, mountain, valley, to where you see that. Because of course, you know, you don't see it on this side, but you do on that side. And you'll do that with both of your pieces until you have the achieved look that you want. So now with this piece, the larger one, and of course you'll want to use your your bone folder for that nice strong crease there, and I didn't grab mine. So for this card here, I have the regular card base of 8.5 by 5.5, and this one I have 4 1/4 by 11. So this big piece, I actually did this one. Oh, I did this one going the other way, but that's okay. I could always flip it over, but I actually like the black. But I did this one where it lines up exactly on the corner and goes all the way across. And here, let's flip that over. There you go. Now you can see that. And then with this one, I did this one on the bottom going down here. And so you'll have just a little bit of a tail to trim off there. But you can see that there. And then you can always decorate as you wish. So let's bring these back in. With this one, I used the Tin of Cards stamp set, which is this fabulous one. I love, love, love those greetings and these little designs. So I used that in basic black, and then on the other one, I used the Party Wishes from the Occasions mini catalog, which, by the way, the designer series paper is also from the It's My Party suite, which is the It's My Party designer series paper stack, which is a 12 by 12 stack, which is super fabulous. So this is Party Wishes. I used that fabulous happy birthday up here. I used the It's My Party enamel dots just for a little extra bling and pop of color. And then for the balloons, I just wanted to show you those real quick. So for both of these cards, since I created both of them with the same piece of designer series paper, I thought let's not make it too hard. And I took my balloon bouquet punch and punched out balloons in crushed curry, melon mambo, and mint macaron. So of course this punch punches out both balloons, a large and a small. So I did all 3 colors, and you can see I have 2 big and 1 small, 2 small and 1 big. So I just punched 3 times and was able to create both of those cards. And then for the little tails, I used crushed curry baker's twine. And I'll show you, I just took, you know how I love my dimensionals, so I took my crushed curry baker's twine and a dimensional, and I just placed it underneath, or I guess with the baker's twine underneath, and I just placed it right on the bottom of that balloon. So then that holds my little tail on, and then of course I added 2 more, and then that kind of depends on how you want it to be on your card. If you want them overlapped, make sure that you pop them in just a little tighter so that that dimensional is not in the way. And that's how I created all of my little balloons. Now to get this fabulous little glare mark to make it look like it's a little bit more 3D, I just took the white chalk marker and sort of added a line, you know, on a curve so that you could see, and it would have that little definition there. So how fabulous is that little balloon there? I love it. And then this one I tied a little bow around all the tails. This one I just tied a knot around all the tails. And so that's how I added those little balloons to these fabulous drapery fold cards. I will be posting, of course, all of these photos on my blog, laurastamppad.com. So be sure to check that out. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. I post every Tuesday and Thursday, and every once in a while, one in between. So you definitely want to subscribe so you don't miss out on those videos. And leave me a comment down below which paper you would like to use so that you're not messing up both sides of designer series paper and you can see them both on your project. I'd love to hear your favorite designer series paper right now. I will see you next time. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.